Pi Network is at Consensus 2026. We follow their vision for Web3, mobile mining, changing the world of finance.
We are building the future together.
Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving straight into Pi Network's heavy-hitting presentations from Consensus 2026. We're going to unpack how blockchain is uniquely positioned to solve a massive, honestly kind of scary modern paradox, surviving the era of artificial intelligence. It all boils down to the absolutely critical combination of true token utility and verifiable human identity. Let's get into it.
So how do you actually prove you're human in an AI world? I mean, when you consider that nearly half of all internet traffic is already generated by bots, this isn't just some abstract philosophical thought experiment anymore, right? This is our daily digital reality. In fact, this was the exact title of Dr. Nicolas Kokkalis' panel at Consensus. It immediately brings us face to face with the totally chaotic reality of deepfakes and digital impersonation running at an unprecedented scale. If we can't figure out the answer to this question, the entire foundation of digital trust literally crumbles.
To make sense of all this, we've structured today's explainer into a really clear roadmap. We'll hit 1. The AI era dilemma. 2. Rethinking crypto token utility. 3. Proving humanity without doxing. And finally, 4. Building the trusted Web3. All right, starting right off with Section 1, the AI era dilemma. Building versus trusting.
The core dilemma we're facing is pretty wild. While AI has incredibly lowered the barrier to building and interacting online, it's simultaneously created an absolute nightmare when it comes to distinguishing real humans from convincing, scalable bots. Think about it for a second. It used to take an entire team of developers months to build an app or craft a network of engaging online personas. Today, an AI can spin up convincing profiles, intelligent agents, and thousands of interactions in a matter of seconds. The friction has completely disappeared from the creation side of things. But that means the burden has entirely shifted over to verification. How do systems actually trust the data, the engagement, or the users they're interacting with? This friction is exactly what sets the stage for the solutions Pi Network is bringing to the table.
Which brings us to Section 2, Rethinking Crypto Token Utility, diving into Dr. Fan's thesis.
So let's be real for a minute. For a long time, the broader crypto industry has grappled with a huge central challenge, a massive misalignment between how a token is designed and actual real-world product innovation. The old model, you know the one, often treated tokens mostly as vehicles for raising capital or making a quick exit. It was heavily reliant on hype rather than actual substance. But Pi's approach demands a totally necessary change. It's about treating tokens as functional tools. Instead of existing just to be traded back and forth on an exchange, tokens should actively support genuine user acquisition, drive real product engagement, and create long-term utility. It is a complete paradigm shift from pure speculation over to sustainable application.
The crucial point here is how this theory actually gets put into practice. One prime example that got highlighted at Consensus is Pi Launchpad. It's designed specifically so that ecosystem tokens and launch mechanisms actually help products acquire real users. Not bots, real people. And those users aren't just sitting there holding a token, they're actively engaging, providing feedback, and using those tokens within actual product experiences. When you combine Pi's underlying blockchain infrastructure with its globally engaged network, you create this incredible environment where utility-driven products and businesses can actually thrive, even in the AI era. It's basically the practical antidote to just riding a wave of empty hype.
Okay, moving right along to Section 3, Proving Humanity Without Doxing.
Now we've got to address the massive elephant in the room. How on earth do you prove those users are real without completely destroying their privacy? Well, Dr. Kokkalis explained that proof of humanity depends on context. Look, when we talk about identity verification, the immediate fear from most of us is doxing, right? Nobody wants to reveal their passport, their home address, and their entire life story just to use a basic web app. And Dr. Kokkalis really emphasizes this point. Privacy-preserving verification absolutely must remain usable for regular people. It shouldn't require exposing unnecessary personal information to every single digital system you bump into. Verification shouldn't be a sledgehammer, it needs to be a scalpel. He actually breaks down this contextual framework into 3 distinct levels, which is super helpful. Step 1 is your highest friction level. Sometimes systems do genuinely need to know exactly who a person is, like when dealing with strict financial regulations or signing a legal contract. But often, we're looking at Step 2, where a system only needs to know whether an action is being performed by a human or an automated bot. No name required, just a pulse, so to speak. And then you have Step 3. Sometimes a system just needs to know if unique individuals are behind a set of actions, mainly to prevent one person from spamming a network with a million fake accounts. By tailoring the approach to the specific context, you can definitively prove human presence while still fiercely protecting user privacy.
And within this framework, it's really important that we distinguish between AI agents that actively assist us, like, say, your helpful virtual assistant, and malicious, fake, automated activities that are designed specifically to deceive systems by pretending to be human. The goal here isn't to just ban AI entirely and go back to using carrier pigeons, not at all. The goal is to ban deception. We want to ensure that every single digital action can ultimately be traced back to trusted, verified human intent.
Let's pull it all together in our final segment, Section 4, Building the Trusted Web 3 and Connecting the Pieces.
When you actually look at both of these consensus presentations side by side, a really powerful shared theme starts to emerge. Because AI is lowering the barrier to building and interacting online, the true scarcity, the absolute hardest challenge we face, isn't creating content anymore. The ultimate challenge is connecting digital systems to real users, ensuring trusted participation, and facilitating meaningful utility. Seriously, in an AI-saturated world, verified, trustworthy human attention is the most valuable resource there is, and Web3 is perfectly positioned to provide the underlying architecture for that exact kind of trust.
To actually tackle this ultimate challenge, Pi Network is actively deploying a really robust infrastructure stack. You've got the Layer 1 blockchain serving as the absolute bedrock. You have native identity verification solving that exact proof of humanity problem we just talked about. Then you've got the payments infrastructure and non-custodial wallets, which ensure that real users maintain complete control over their own assets in peer-to-peer commerce. And tying it all together, you have smart contracts powering the actual utility of these tokens. All of this is ongoing work designed to leverage a massive, globally engaged community to build a Web3 ecosystem where trust isn't just assumed, it's cryptographically and contextually verified. I want to leave you with this final thought to ponder as we wrap up this explainer. As AI continues to lower the barrier to building online, how exactly will your digital footprint be verified? We are fast approaching a future where literally any voice, image, or text can be seamlessly faked by a machine. In that world, your verifiable humanity is about to become your single most valuable digital asset. The networks that can protect that asset while providing real, tangible utility, like the framework Pi Network laid out at Consensus 2026, are absolutely the ones that will define the next era of the Internet. Thanks for learning with me today, and I'll catch you in the next explainer.